Okay, magandang hapon po. So, shift gears tayo ng konti. Let me just get connected. Okay, so I will try to make it short because I have to leave at 4 o'clock. I'm going to Marawi tonight on a mission for Secretary de la Peña, which is to write a book on science for the people, which features how the people are using Legla now. And we've done some researches there from NRCP. And we are now trying to find out ano implication niyan sa mga tao sa lake. And so, that's what I have to do. Meantime, I'm trying to dovetail this presentation to what we've been doing since yesterday, which is really very important. It's just a way of habituating ourselves to doing something differently. It's just like starting a journey from Manila to Baguio, and instead of imagining the path from Manila to Baguio, you imagine the path from Baguio to Manila. And if it's important to you to get there at a certain point in time, then that's the only way to do it. If you have if you have 10 hours, you can always choose whichever transportation you want to use. If you want to be there in 4 hours, what's the way to do it? Manila to Baguio. The bus can do it in less than 4 hours. Yet, except that you have to use it in the evening. Right? Yeah. During the day, you're going to get there in 4 hours. But in the evening, if you leave at 12:15, right, you will get there within 4 hours. Sometimes a little less. And that's pretty reliable. So what we're saying is that it makes sense to sometimes imagine why your journey needs to be planned from the destination to now. I mean, many of us, my brother always says, Bakit yung mga tao gusto nilang, palagi nila sinasabi, they want to do this when they retire, ganon, di ba? But when they retire, they don't do it. Why? They're too old. Hindi nila inisip na many of the things you want to do when you retire, you can no longer do. So, if you want to do those things, you have to retire early. So that's what foresighting will do on a personal basis. And where we are now trying to do foresighting, sabi nga ni Sherman, you have to think of something preposterous, funny, out of the blue, out of the box. So I think the other term that we need to consider in this exercise is we need to disrupt things. If you don't disrupt things, you are not going to get there. So, we are really talking about disruptive social innovations. And we put the word social there because in the end, the solutions we come up with must be for people. What's the point in coming up with a technology that is so advanced if it does not solve problems of poverty, poor health, environmental degradation? All of them are means to an end. I mean, I know when you are a scientist, it's as if it's a means to be able to invent something and have it patented. Diba? Ambition mo yun. But when you're looking at nations, that cannot be the end all. You have to go back to what do people need and what do people want. Kaya social innovations. And in this presentation, which I will try to dovetail with what Glenn was saying, I'm just trying to show some examples why it makes sense from the point of view of individuals, because if we cannot sell the idea of foresight to individuals, we cannot sell it to institutions. Right? So we have to sell it to individuals, and which is why we're trying to do it here. So if it does not make sense here, with our national scientists and academicians, then how can it work with the ordinary person? Because in the end, the ordinary people out there are the ones who will make it happen. If we cannot move them, it will not move. So we are on a selling, we're trying to come up with a selling strategy here. We're trying to sell dreams. We're selling images of cathedrals that people can participate in. And so, well, since many of us are senior citizens, it's almost like foresighting, look at it this way, it's making a bucket list for a nation. Right? Many of the things that you wanted to do so much when you were younger, you might still be able to want to do it if you motivate yourself. While thinking about this, I came up with this. Foresighting is reaching for a future beyond your grasp. Because your grasp is determined by your past. Right? Hindsight. Now, yung last frame naman is trying to grasp a future beyond your reach. Trying to plan something as if it is something that you can bring about. Okay. And lab framing, the projects that we do now, they are not beyond our reach. I mean, they are budgeted, there are people there. Yung lab framing na ginagawa natin ngayon is lab framing. Pag dinoftail mo dun sa scenario of the future, you're trying to imagine achieving what is yet unreachable. Kaya ganyan yan. Now, we did foresighting for Metro Manila. And you will find this here. That's the website. And let's try to see if we can get there. Okay, yes. Now, what do we see here? Hindi masyadong mabasa, no? Manila. Anyway, it was Manila 2040. We did this about 3-4 years ago. So what we did was, this was a project of Rockefeller Foundation. They had 6 cities: Chennai, Bangkok, Manila, and others. They were trying to look at the informal city. They called this the informal city dialogues. But it was unusual. Our scenario building started with the poor. Okay? And the first thing we did was to do FGDs in identified informal settler communities in East, West, North,